Today I'm going to demonstrate how to properly use JB Weld. A lot of people use normal JB Weld, but I don't use normal JB Weld. I use JB Marine Weld. I've had many situations where normal JB Weld corroded away. JB Marine Weld does not corrode. It's meant to go outside or in the water. Anything that's going to be exposed to water, even if you don't think it's going to be exposed to water, it's going to be exposed to moisture and everything else. So I stopped buying normal JB Weld years ago, and I only buy JB Marine Weld. So many people will just take JB Weld and lay it out, mix it together, and slap it on something. But the best way to do JB Weld is, for one, use JB Marine Weld, then get your little piece of sandpaper and some alcohol. And today I'm going to demonstrate how to properly use JB Weld to bind these two pieces of plastic together, because I don't have anything to repair right now, because I use JB Marine Weld to repair most everything that needs it. So firstly, you take the two pieces of plastic and you sand them down real well. If there's any kind of clear coat or anything like that, you got to get it off. And you just want a nice rough surface. This is going to allow the JB Weld to penetrate the pores of the plastic or whatever metal, anything you want to use it on, just about, and create a much stronger bond. Now there's a little bit of plastic debris on there that will, basically a dust that will stop this from adhering, so we have to clean that, and any oils, grease, dirt, anything like that off with our rubbing alcohol. So we just take a little tiny bit of our rubbing alcohol, and clean off both pieces. Now we're ready to mix. So we take our extra sheet here so it doesn't saturate through. I have a multiple folded over piece of paper to mix the JB Marine Weld on. And you want two strips the same length. Basically a 1-to-1 ratio. Now you want to mix these up quite thoroughly into where instead of having black and white, you have a gray. You keep mixing, and really if you mix for quite a while, it'll make an even better bond. But this is going to give you the best possible bond with JB Weld. Well, JB Marine Weld. But I've had many issues where JB Weld got just a little wet, a little moisture, and it rotted. It corroded away like aluminum rust. And so now I only use JB Marine Weld. It's only about $1 more for the two tubes, and it's well worth the headache of $1. So now I'm going to apply this. Now there's a lot of different ways you would apply it. I almost always apply it with a toothpick because it's just one of the best ways. I mix it up and apply it straight on with the toothpick. This is a simple example. Some things it's much more difficult to do, but a toothpick is almost always ideal for applying JB Weld. And a lot of the times you only want to apply what you need. Sometimes you need to build it up in a couple of different layers to really, in a really weird, crazy spot, you want to build it up in a couple layers. But this is a simple example. So now we take our two sanded and alcoholed sides and squish them together. And this is never going to come apart. And there you go. Let that sit for about a day, and that is never going to come apart. The plastic is going to be the weakest part of that. The JB Weld is going to be as strong as steel, almost as strong as steel, and that's going to be it. Thank you for watching. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe.